champions who shoot threes.
Switch here. Rose is checked in. Bacon, he's checked in against Rose. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Passes it to Mack. Here's Bacon. Pass to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Over Rose.
When winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that...
So that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches.
Out in serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Walker against Rose. Kaminsky, the pass to Mack. Up and in on the layup.
And this is perhaps an area where Kaminsky is a little underrated. He has great court vision and makes really good decisions as a passer.
AI left side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The first one falls. Both shots good for...
Cooper!
Yeah?
Dad's home.
Well, not. It's time to talk. Finally, he's here. That didn't took so long. Dad! Dad, that and that word didn't take so long.
Were you going to talk about the plan? Cooper, stop playing.
I won't tell you that you have to go outside.
Come on, Dad. You
Because
know the rules to
Because
initiate
the neighbors don't want to be inside. The neighbors don't want to be inside. Don't tell me this.
Don't turn my quick. Dad, how many push-ups did you do today? None yet.
It doesn't even happen.
Alright, Cooper, tell him.
I can't tell you yet. I still don't remember.
You do remember.
I don't.
You do.
How do I remember?
You just told me it.
No. I didn't just. Is this a ball?
want to swim, dude.
I know how to do push-ups
I can do a lot of push-ups real well. As long as I can hold my breath.
Dad,
As long as you can stay down.
I can do push-ups. It's like a scene
It's funny. It's funny that you have to swim to keep your head above water, but it's impossible to sink. Like it's hard.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like your body wants to like get like just enough to drown.
Yeah.
That's all.
Dad, do you know I can float?
I started doing mine at that time too.
Dad, do you know I can float in the water for 5 minutes?
No, I did not know that.
Do you know I can hold my breath for like whatever you want? I can hold my breath for like 10 minutes. I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. All I need to do is get some breath. Go!
Alright, Cooper, your turn. You gotta do as many as Daddy does.
I'm sorry. You put it.
28, 29, 30.
Daddy!
Jeez, Dad.
Daddy,
Good?
will you do? Don't put your feet on me.
Dad, when you do those pushes, you look like a sunburned hillbilly.
But I did 30.
I'm gonna get strong.
That's not what I'm trying.
Cooper.
Quit.
How you doing?
He's making me or put his foot on me.
On the for real though. You're gonna start getting on the water later. I don't worry about Cooper being here, just doing his own thing for 4 hours. Whose is this?
Don't put it in there.
No, come on.
It's stinky.
What's stinky? Why? Who? Well, turn that bathroom light off. Cooper.
I'm coming for you, Skylar. Ah!
Wow. I just feel like I can what? Wake up.
Yeah, dude. Don't go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the secret.
I can go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning.
What time do you go to bed?
2:30.
Okay, exactly. So tonight it's midnight.
I'll try.
No, you will.
Dad, I don't think you know how sleep schedules work.
Tell him that. Get your phone out of your hand and you know what I'm saying, right? Look. Because your mom asked me how hot it was, I said, it feels like about 110. I wasn't far off. Summer starts tomorrow.
Spit it, son.
That hurts. So bad. I hurt myself 2 times. I'm done with this today.
Well, stop hurting yourself.
Well, there's no way I can stop. It just keeps going. Like I'm aiming for my gut. Three, 4 minutes, the cards. I think I'm gonna finish.
the stripe.
Yo, what's up?
Doo-doo.
Yo, bro, you ready for me to drop a 40?
Doo-doo.
What?
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game.
I guess so.
Are you actually watching me play?
Yes, and I can hear us talking in the game.
But
you go walking backwards.
to the road tomorrow, as this is the final game of the Trailblazer homestand. They know this is the type of
Holy
game
shit,
they
my mic
need
quality
to
is
win
ass.
if they're gonna take the next step.
Ah, good D, good D.
No clear underdogs based on the tail of the tape.
And so far, they've split the season series right
No, it's cool, it's cool.
to ramp up. Only got 2 games left against them. Can they take
That nigga dive for the ball.
I know, but like, he ain't even passed it to me, so that was the problem.
This is where it's going to get interesting.
Now a chance, courtesy of
Got
Gator,
lagged though.
all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor.
Oh, it's lagging for you?
Minnesota. Gibson
Yeah.
plays the 4.
Ah.
Downs in the middle.
It's
Nope.
like,
Out there with Cook.
Bruh, get a
it's like
damn...
one.
Where they felled the Wolves.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
I'm not sure if it's a bad start or unlucky here. 0 for 4. Can't think too much about it. Just got to get that first one to go.
Jesus, oh my goodness, stop shooting AI, you terrible.
Hard to pay your stars and maintain a deep bench.
They're by. I'm like, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Rather
right.
than be a general,
Bruh, come set this screen, Carl Anthony Town.
Could be a general manager in this league.
maybe at some point, Kevin, but right now I'm enjoying this seat with you. And I'm wondering how it is that some of these teams can get
Alright, pass me the ball, pass me the ball.
cap analytics guys and their
Green.
strategy.
Nah, nope.
They want to press
Hey, back out. Finally, we made a shot.
with your roster, but we know
Dude, I'm like,
Now they
can step in and
I'm like 8, I'm like 0 of 8.
during the regular season usually pile up a few more wins than those that don't have that approach.
Here's McCollum.
Nope, I'm right.
Great shot from
Fuck.
Carl Anthony Towns. Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against the Suns. Here's Cook.
Green.
It's the three-point
Brick.
Cook's got himself going with the
When it's green, you don't miss.
And one aspect of what has made AI so
Boy, I can't see,
successful
so.
is his work ethic, Greg.
What do you mean you can't see?
It makes sense given just how hard AI has had to work just to get a chance to get in the foul. Glad to see that he doesn't feel like he can rest on his laurels.
No, oh my goodness, bro. He really stole the ball from me.
His game.
Brick. Hi. Good board, good board. Yo, Denton, you want to stop? You're running the stream.
So far in the game. Turner with the steal.
Who watching this stream right now, bro? You tell me that.
Bro, more than just you. Even though it's titled Fortnite and I'm playing 2K.
It's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivery.
Yo, bro, what if I just went... Like, does that sound very nice in your ear? Or I went, oh yeah. Cause that's...
Here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. McCollum finds Aminu. Good on the three-point shot. Aminu's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is where he can hurt you most offensively. Aminu's well schooled in the catch and shoot game.
The Blazers known for their explosive offense, but Brent, their defense became one of the stronger in the league.
Yeah, I think that's what propelled them to the 3rd seed, top 5 last season in a lot of defensive metrics. Great rebounders and a good job of challenging shots.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Skyler, someone's out there.
Hmm?
Who is
2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Warriors out in Oakland. Last outing for the Warriors, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to Milwaukee. They got caught flat-footed, lost a game they felt should have been theirs, looking to turn the page here. And with all of Curry's talents, one of the great shooters of all time, maybe the greatest. Kenny, where does he stand among all-time great players, period?
Wow, all-time players. Now that's
all-time great players, period.
Well, he started.
Yo, Denny, bro, you're gay. Hi.
Skylar, there's plenty we can go right now swimming.
Or we could not go swimming right now.
No, I want to go swimming because it.
Wait till Mom gets home.
No. If I can't get the whole crew in, then I'm not going swimming. Please, Skylar.
If you can't get the what?
Please. Please. I'll give you a mama. I'll give you a mama if you go in the pool.
Is Dad coming?
Yeah, that's coming.
Wait till Mama gets home.
No, that's coming. You know what? I'm canceling this swim party for you.
Close my door.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Mark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got a special treat for you folks tonight. Sports writing heavyweight Bill Simmons is in the house. Welcome to 2K Sports. Turn the season series around as they lost their last matchup against the Warriors.
And their defense practically non-existent.
Skylar, I'll give you a massage.
Easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looks like. That kind of defense you expect to.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
I'll make you do it on the push-ups in one day.
Outstanding, DA. Thank you. Kevin Durant, an MVP, multiple championships, but he continues to add new wrinkles.
Cooper.
Yeah, last year was the two-way play in the defense in the first.
We don't need that butthead.
But I've been playing this for all day.
You've been playing this for all day, dude. You're being so rude right now. He hasn't been playing it for all
The
day.
whole team, I think, got tired.
You can pause.
I asked some of the words about it last
Look,
year.
see? That's okay. We don't need
get
Sky.
tired when.
Yeah, that's
17 was
that is a
really
flying
kind
kid.
of rolled through the league.
He's like,
But I think it's just day to day, the bullseye being in the spotlight. Every arena you go to.
Best punch every game.
Yeah, you're out in a Charlotte. It's the highlight of Charlotte's season to play you, and I think it does wear those guys down. I think the next step with him would be, can he evolve into a stretch five? Could he be Al Horford, basically, and take all the Draymond minutes when Draymond's not playing and just be the other five?
How many stretch fives are in the NBA? Can you count them on one hand, or think of it?
It's the Al Horford, and there's not many. There's not many. But I mean, a 7-foot guy who's one of the best 8 shooters of all time is your stretch five.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Can Jokic shoot the three?
Yeah,
he's got an outside shot, doesn't he?
What? Catch it? Oh, okay.
The other team's point total when he's out there. So he's a stretchy. The other team's total to 120 defender.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Cook out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Cook. Poked loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
What?
What else do you expect me to do?
I'm not paying you.
You are paying me.
Skylar, you know what? You're not the best brother I ever had.
You can do whatever you want.
What is What's going on? Let me stop. Let me defuse the situation. What does he need to do?
When I hire you,
You
be
said
a
you
babysitter,
hired me
and you.
this week, so I'm not gonna be here
No,
tomorrow.
but what did you do exactly? Tell me what did you do exactly? Sleep and wait, right?
I fed Cooper.
Phase one. You tell me, did you leave here something to eat?
I'm not gonna argue with you. I don't want to deal with you right now. When you're
And
mad,
then there you are. Do you know that there's a quick dishes?
I didn't know.
Yeah, you don't know?
How
You
about
put
you do it
all
real
your
quick?
dirty dishes there. On the sink.
Draymond Green, everything he brings to the table, his defense, his charisma, his offensive game, a great passing game. Is there a player you'd compare him to?
Well, I have a soft spot for Draymond because we did the courtside show for HBO, the behind-the-scenes finals thing.
Yes.
And he had some of the most unbelievable stuff that we couldn't keep in the show.
No kidding.
Draymond is one of a kind because he's basically a center, but the only other center who's really succeeded at his size was Wes Unseld a million years ago. He's a stretch five who doesn't really shoot threes that well, but tends to make them when he absolutely
But Steve
has to.
does not want him taking threes.
No.
Not at all.
But when he actually takes them in a big spot, a lot of times they go in.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a great no-no-yes guy.
Yeah.
I think he brings all their alpha. I don't think Durant and Curry are the traditional alphas, and I think he's kind of the bulldog and the
you
let's
need
go
that
guy.
on a good team,
Yeah.
don't you?
And the best thing with him is when he's playing well, they're unstoppable. When he has it, and there's night. I thought during the 25-game winning streak to start the 16 season, I thought he was incredible. And the intensity that he played with every night was really inspiring.
Triple doubles and
oh my God,
every category.
Taking on crowds and just, I just love that guy.
Yeah, it's a great honor in the NBA to be a spokesman for Gatorade, and the company recently announced that AI would be the next player to fill that role.
And I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised Gatorade went with AI as their next spokesman. Some of the greatest players ever in the NBA have held that role, but the company feels the sky is the limit for AI.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Sharge checked in for the Timberwolves. Rose comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. Which team was the best ever? I know you have an opinion on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what I always thought the 86 Celtics were the best team. But the 86 Celtics were built, I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play where you're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net, and they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the 86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the 86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the 01 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out, and Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some Zen fairy dust on them or whatever he did, and they just ripped through the league. And they came very close to going undefeated in the playoffs. So that would be my dark horse.
Unloads from 13. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Cook kicks to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Thompson. Cousins has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
That one goes in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. From deep. Another three for Golden State.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. AI recently named the Player of the Week. Here are his thoughts.
These past few games, everything has kind of just come easy to me, and that definitely helped me out in a big way. Of course, next week I could just go cold and struggle to get things right, but hard work is what minimizes those lulls, you know.
Greg, some changes for Golden State. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Urebko. And it's Klay Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Jang. Robert Covington comes in for Luol Deng. Cook, he's checked in for Rose. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
On the court for Minnesota, Jones is out there with Cook. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Towns. And it's Saric in at the 4. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive rules have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Well, we want to thank the sports guy for being here, enlightening as always. Bill, what a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I hope my son was impressed. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm sure he was. And Clark, always great to have Bill with us, a content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with you more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base and readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports.
Side. To the left side wing. Towns dishes to Cook. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Has not made another three since the one he drilled in the first, but still, you got to defend him from beyond the arc.
Covington with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Another miss by Minnesota.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the schneid.
Timberwolves trail by 7. AI left side. He feeds it to Saric. Now here's AI.
Dude, oh, make a shot. Oh my goodness.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Durant and Green are the forwards. The tremendous pair of Curry and Klay in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. In an effort to protect the players, games are called a little tighter sometimes. And that said, Clark, which guys still bring the physicality that draw the eyes and the attention of the officials?
Well,
oh
some
my
of
God.
these guys bring attention to themselves by virtue of their reputations, but in terms of physical presence, Steven Adams, to me, is just a behemoth of a guy.
He's grit. He's just all grit, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he just oozes that with his size and the way he goes about his work.
He does.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
They double him with Green. It's Covington on the wing. Drops one in from the wing. Covington's got his first bucket of the night.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Andre Iguodala from David Aldridge. Dave, what'd you find out?
He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope
Good
that
pass,
he
good
doesn't have
pass.
any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
Cook looking it over. Pass to Gibson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. They get Stephen Curry. And Taj Gibson, 6'9", but his long arms help make him up. Warriors leading by 10. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Cook. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. AI with it, working on Green, and Towns throws it down.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And you think about the game of Karl Anthony Towns, the versatility part, the versatility. He just leaps out at you.
Well, he's a man of his times, Kevin, when you talk about his game. I mean, that's where the game is now. And that's always been his ambition, to be as complete a player as possible. And at his size, he shoots it deep. He can post you up. And as he gets better as a passer, he's going to be harder to guard.
AI outside. Shot clock at 5. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Green. For 3, Durant. And again, no good by Golden State.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
To the paint. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
AI left side. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Gibson.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Durant kicks to Thompson. Here's Cousins. Rebound, Minnesota. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cook. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've led by as much as 10. Shoots over Covington, and that one's good. Durant. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Yeah, I mean, the long arms of Durant help him break down defenders. He can just keep it out of reach.
AI left side. Back to Gibson. AI outside. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Cook's got 11 in the second half. Warriors leading by 4. Iguodala the pass to Durant. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. Stephen Curry's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On its way from Curry for two. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. There's 1:54 left in the game. Cousins against Towns. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. That one wide left. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 16-7 run. And it's Cook missing.
I have corner specialists.
Really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Curry. Count it from 12. Curry's got 22.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg, does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. Gibson loves coming through for his team when they need him to.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Curry. Good.
I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. It's Covington on the wing. Wiggins dishes to Cook. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member.
This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Curry. He's guarded by AI. Down low, Cousins. Yes!
And he comes up with the crucial buckets time and again. Cousins, an incredible talent.
Here is Cook. Good! So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Congrats on the win tonight. It's early in the season, but how do you think the team is shaping up so far?
We're not where we want to be yet, but games like this are really big for us. We need to start developing a winning attitude. We got some serious goals, and we need to start making a push towards the standings. But tonight's a good step forward, for sure.
Well, it's a positive result, and that can only help you in the next few games. Kevin?
right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
How I feel about the fans, man, that's a great question. I love the fans, man, but I think you already knew that. I mean, they're the lifeblood of everything we do. Like, if we was just playing to an empty arena, it wouldn't be the same experience. But when you got like an entire team, an entire city, people behind you, it's no feeling quite like that one. So yeah, that's dope.
So you'd say you were a fan of the fans?
Oh, look at you! All right, being all clever. I see you. Yes, I am a fan of the fans. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, AI. Appreciate the candor, as always.
Thanks, Griff. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, let's go see if Coach is ready.
It's the 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. And here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Sacramento Kings out at Golden One Center. Well, for Sacramento, an impressive 4-game winning streak. They're really playing good basketball. We'll see if they can extend it to 5 with a win tonight. And tonight, we'll watch De'Aaron Fox. Tremendous speed and quickness, even when compared to other point guards, Shaq.
You know, the point guard position in the NBA is stronger than it's ever been. Irons sharpens irons, so I think it'll be special.
Yes, he's speed, and speed does kill.
Looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River here in the capital of California. Welcome everyone to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. Hi everyone, we're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. This game in Sacramento marks the start of a homestand for the Kings. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
Yeah, and these fans could not be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has kind of captured the entire public's imagination, and the level of enthusiasm, man, is off the charts.
Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequaled. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague out there with Cook, and it's Covington in at the 3. Now, here's AI. Goes back up. And Covington with the nice bucket inside. Covington's got the opening bucket of the night here for Minnesota.
I'll tell you, this guy does some tough work on the glass, battles as hard as anybody for those second chance opportunities.
Bogdanovich against Covington. And there's the foul. It'll go on.